I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you a lot. And out to become a member, please do click the join button. In outside, or I think just on the under the video, you will see a join button somewhere if it's available to you, and then by then YouTube will help you along the way. So as you saw by the title, shocking statements made by Leon Bailey ahead of the United States versus Jamaica semifinals in the Concacaf. I have listened to the video in its entirety, so I can fairly judge him from a standpoint of objectivity. All right, yes, and I will open the platform so people can call in once I'm done, maybe like half an hour when I'm done laying all of the points, the main talking points. Yes, and let people speak as well. Where you can find the video, it's called Let's Be Honest. The reason why I'm not going to play the video at any point, because you can get copyright for the audio as well, and obviously maybe if I'm not in line with what the person thought the video was meant for, he could leave it up. It's down to his discretion to give me a copyright, so I prefer not to do so. I've spent my time to listen to the entire video in order to give you an accurate depiction of things that was actually said in this video. The first thing, just to clear up, this video was videoed after the statement. So I've already heard people saying that they don't know when the video was filmed. No, it was filmed after the guy made the statement. And you could have connected that very fast. Mr. Butler said he was going to come out and speak on the matter. And also, he in that video said what was said about him, he wanted to come and clear up with the fans. So if you have listened to that video and never knew when it was actually filmed, something is wrong with you. So you started with a bias already. So let me clear up that. So the video was filmed since the international window started and after the coach came out and spoke. That was very clear. Let me know if everyone picked that up. That was very easy for anyone to pick up, but that is just people trying to make excuse. So it was filmed late. My take on filming that, he thinks he has something to put out, so he has his own rights to put out what he wants. But I could see where people could say that is not digestible due to the fact that you have a team that you're not going to United States to support them. You're going to be here. And you have let down your teammates, because I had some conversations with people and that's what they're saying, and I could see from their standpoint, because you're doing things that take away from the team. All right, you're doing things to take away from the team and not add anything to the team, because what that would have said now, you call the coach in question, and also no, your fans them that would have wanted to go support the team, they might not want to bother go there, because they would believe that they have done you a disservice. So that is to clear up the point of when the video was done and what good taste it was done in. And I said, I think he has his rights to do whatever he wants. But I clearly looked at the next side from the personnels, them stating that the timing was off, and all he could do is put a bad image on the actual team. And I agree with both sides. All right? I agree with both sides. Okay, so that is the second point. When it was filmed, and also if he's entitled to do it, and I could say yes, he should be able to do what he wants. He's on free time, but at the same time you have to remain professional. And clearly, I don't think, if you ask me, I don't think he remained professional to what the status he thinks he has in his head, because it's not just the status that we are giving him. He in his head telling us that he knows he has a status, and if you know that, you should be leading by example. And for me, I don't think he led by example right there. All right, so I hope people just open their arms to be more objective in our conversation. All right, yes. And I'm going to come to the chat, guys. Just hit the like button as you come in. Share. How to hit the like button. This is a different program. You click the triple dot at the bottom and the like will present itself. So let me go into it now. He talked about his season. This is the best season in terms of goals contribution. But he had scored more goals in Leverkusen. That is correct as well. But also, the Leverkusen one was a concluded season. This one is still running with several matches to go. So this is his best season, and in terms of every single thing at this point, the difficulty from the German league to the Premier League, I would say this is his best season. He explained himself, because I wanted to connect it to something, he explained it himself to state that the difference is the reason why he was not performing in Aston Villa was because of the coaches before and the situation before, in and out. All right. And you're going to realize that as well. I don't think it was just because he just went in and they weren't settled. I thought it was a bit of both. That has played a part. That is true. But that was not the whole part, because I saw him played. I watched him almost every single game. So I knew what he did from what he didn't do. All right. And he was not as good as equally as the systems weren't good. He was a limited player coming into England, and definitely Unai Emery taught him, sit him down, improve his mentals as well. And that's why he became a better player now. But the first 2 seasons, it was not just down to him, and no, down to everything wrong in Aston Villa, and nothing to do with him. He was limited into the way he plays, and I hope I thought he should have been fully honest there, and I don't think he was honest right there, because he tried to blame other things only. And I don't think that is actually accurate. And for everyone that follows his career would know that is actually so. All right. Yes. But at the same time, he's having his best season. He was accurate on that side. And he improves under Unai Emery. All right. So we have to give Unai Emery big credit right there. Then he moved into Whisper, saying that Whisper moves from Manning Cup to the main to Chelsea's setup, because he actually said, and then he moved to people saying, and then people kind of question the move and stuff, and and give him little time and stuff. So I could have picked apart that point, but I'm not gonna pick apart that point. I would just leave that alone and say, yeah, all right, then he's proud of that and everything is okay. So good there. And he said he tried to support Leon Bale. He support Whisper and try to give him ideas and how to improve himself. So I love that. I love that he's keeping the youth in his belief and trying to force him to continue. So I love that. All right, good work from Leon Bailey right there. So let me move on into the drama-filled side now. The drama-filled side. So they started with the English versus local guys them. So Jay Frost now, and I kind of respect Jay Frost, because he brought up all the points them. He never tried to shy away from them. He never dug deep into them and maybe call out Liam Bailey's contradiction, but tell you what, he's trying to make the interview complete, and I respect him for that. All right, because if you're interviewing, maybe sometimes you realize that, but you get the information out for the people rather than you try to take the interview up for yourself. All right, so he did a good job right there. Let me know if you guys agree. And Jay Fry, I think he did a good job right there. So anyways, now Liam Bailey said, we have to understand, I don't blame the guys them, and I don't blame the guys them to be by themselves. So look at Jay Fry got information to say that you have a separation in camp with the English guys them and the Jamaican guys them. But Liam Bailey broke it down and said, all right, in Aston Villa, the Spanish guys them kind of click by themselves because they can speak the same languages, but also understand themselves 100%. And over in the Jamaican market, most of the English guys them, they don't speak patois, so they don't understand it to the full level. So they're okay to do things with each other. I've just seen a video with all of the English guys them beside each other, and it makes sense why they were beside each other, because they kind of understand themselves more. We don't naturally speak English because we don't even believe that English is our first language. We in Jamaica, all right? Majority of us don't believe it, so we don't even try to invest our time in it, all right? Some of us can write it, but when it comes on to speak it, we have trouble. So we don't even try to choose that. And at the same time, we are going to look the people that we are comfortable around, all right? So it looks like the Englishman them just go around the Englishman them to have a conversation. But when it comes on, when it comes on to when it comes on to big decisions, all of the money will come together. The Bobby Reed, Mikel Antonio, Damian Lowe, himself, Blake, and get things done. All right. Then we have two of the pillar man them come in, determine, say, JD, that's what I said yesterday, but it's not accurate, determine. And if you had listened to what I've said and understood what I've just said, you would have realized that I've answered it the same way. And Urgent Singh said, my respect for Liam Bailey after this gone up. I think Urgent, you need to look at soul, all right? You have no understanding. And maybe you are the bad advisor of this individual. But anyways, let me continue because we don't want to jump the gun. Let me continue. All right. So I thought that he dealt with that side good enough to explain that some of the guys inside camp that is putting out information like that to say that you have a separation in camp. It might not be that way. It might not be that way because these guys can understand the other guys them, and we are not trying to make them understand us. We are trying to be ourselves as well. And maybe the guy them can't learn, the man them don't know patois that way, so them can't communicate with us. So them prefer to stay by themselves. But once it's a meeting and camaraderie, they're already up and ready. So I thought that he handled himself well right there. And I have to give him credit there to diffuse that overseas local problem. All right. Yes, so we have to give him credit where he clearly outlines some things that we can agree with. So he diffuses that, and because of his education being outside, you see right there, because of his education being in Aston Villa, he could have already diffused the situation because he saw more of that happening in every other clubs. All right. Yes, so good rings, good from Liam Bailey there. So good from Liam Bailey to diffuse that. Then it moves on to it's gonna come around to the coach now, but he changed the speaker changed from that now to go into how it's like as a team. What are the camaraderie in camp? The videos them look excited. And he's saying, yeah, man, the videos are excited, man, and stuff. And then the guy switched that now. So he did a good role there to calm him down and then ramp it up back and then said, okay, so for the fans them that's asking about you not performing for Jamaica, and me, myself, which is the interviewer, things that you don't perform, we don't see the same Liam Bailey for Jamaica, so we think you don't perform. All right. So the first way he answered it, I respect him right there because he actually acknowledged that he doesn't perform for Jamaica. Where I have the problem now is to what he said after, because what he did after is to state that the fields are no good in this region, not just Jamaica, but in this region. So because he's not a player that plays with power, but more finessed, so he's more a luxury type player, which I had said that, and his fan base defeated me. But that shows you that I know way more about football than his fan base. Yes, that is very clear. So him himself acknowledged the type of player he is. He's more of a soft touch player to take on. All right, because he wants it in certain places. All right, because he's more of a luxury type player. So he thinks that that doesn't actually support his style of game. So that is telling you that you cannot and maybe will not ever perform for Jamaica based on how we play in the Concacaf. And football is not going to leave from the Concacaf to go to England. It's not going to leave from the Concacaf to go to England at all. All right, so that tells you either you're going to stop playing football for the Concacaf and just try and help out or in the other ways that you say you help out. But let me stay on that part. Are you guys okay with that statement that he made? Because I think that Bobby Reed play with less strength. But yes, more strength than Leon Bailey because they have defensive capability. Leon Bailey doesn't have any. All right. And he's answering that for his fan base as well. He's not the type of player that you guys think he is. And I had made the right assessment of the player as how he made it for himself as well. He's a more Mbappe type player that's just an attacker. He has nothing else to offer more than just attack, and he's a luxury player. That's it. And luxury players based off their touches. And the Concacaf region doesn't have their touches to help them. It doesn't, the Concacaf region cannot help them because they don't support the touches. All right? So, let me know what say you there. But, Bobby Reed, Damari Gray, I think Damari Gray is almost a similar player like Leon Bailey. He's bigger than Leon Bailey. His body is bigger than Leon Bailey, and obviously he was more molded different. So he has a bigger build. So maybe that would have talked about physicality, but I don't think so. I think Damari Gray touches are very good on the field, and it doesn't seem like a problem. So I think Leon Bailey is looking for something to blame. Rather than actually telling the honest truth right there. I think you don't play good for Jamaica because of the switching of players. That is true, and you rely heavily on knowing how people works, so you can put yourself in good positions to get the ball, to improve what you could do on the end product side, because your game is heavily reliant on end product. If you had explained yourself right there like that, people could have looked at it a little bit different. But to say that Concacaf region, Pulisic is not a strength player. Pulisic is dominant in the Concacaf region. Chucky Lozano is dominant in the Concacaf region. Gio Reyna is dominant in the Concacaf region. I'm just naming for all the soft touch players them. All of them dominant in this region. So I think you can't use that as an excuse, people. Because the problem, why we do this video and we do this video like this, it is because we have the education and football. All right? Yes, so no, Davis is a more softer touch player. So Davis is dominant in this region. The Jonathan David, we can't use that. Eustakio is a touch player and he's dominant in this region. So everywhere they go, not in Canada where they have good fields, and Jamaica field, they are still dominant in this region. So they come to Jamaica and they were better than you in Jamaica. So, and they are playing professional football before you, or some of them play before you, and they are accustomed to way better fields than you because they are from a better developed footballing country than us. So I think that is where the interview kind of start going into the wrong realm, because he started good for me. All right? Yes, so we will get to everything else. People, let me just go through the interview so I can give him a fair. I can reason with him. Reason with him as an individual. I'm breaking down all the points, I never just run out with that video because I am desperate for numbers and stuff. I want to do a service on the player, and I actually watch the contents that I'm talking on. No, JD, I don't think Leon go on good. And so until this point, he was okay in the interview because he gave Whisper credit. He tried to diffuse the English versus local. So I'm not gonna go do this video and be beating him. Only I have to dissect the video and be objective, so I have to give him his credit there, and he has not said much things wrong at the start of the interview, unless we are just gonna act like we ate the man, and I'm not trying to portray that. I am giving him his credit. So out of four topics, I gave him 2 and took back 2 because of the timing. All right. But he still had the rights to do whatever he wants to do. All right. So 2 out of 2 right there. He made some good points to diffuse certain things and explain what he had learned. You get me? They start so let me move on to the parts, the more controversial parts them now. All right, so we never agree with him about why he fails in CONCACAF. That is complete bollocks, and you thinking that in your brain, that means you're psychologically still not there as a footballer to click the switch on. Everything has to go right for you to deliver. And in your career, that's exactly what it proves to me. Everything has to go right for you to deliver. That's what it's showing me in his psyche right there. All right. So hope it continues to go right for him, so he can pass that block, so he can perform everywhere. But based off that, I think you yourself telling yourself that you can't do it in Concacaf. Are you getting the same feeling? I think it's saying that he can't do it in Concacaf. So why turn up then? Why hold up a space when you know in your heart, you know in your heart that you can't do it in Concacaf? So why take up a space then? That's what I'm gonna ask his fans. If him himself saying that he can't do it, why take up a space? Just answer me that, people. Why take up a space then? Just give it to somebody else where you think can do it. Yeah. Working site, I think you need to change the name to Having Sense. All right? Yeah, I think you need to change the name from Having Sense. What Liam Bailey has to do with being better off than we. We're talking about Jamaica team, and clearly Having Sense is not something close to you. So maybe you need to change your name, you know? All right. So anyway, I asked a question right there that makes sense. All right. So let me move on to the rest now. All right. Yes. So he moved on to the suspension. He said the coach called him and said to him that he's not going to pick him for the next camp, the next upcoming camp. He never heard back anything from the coach, because him and the coach usually talk on a regular basis. Right? On a regular basis, sometimes 30, 40 minutes, him and the coach talk. Yes, so we're going to deal with the coach doing as well. Because now we realize that why the coach failing. You know, now we realize why both of these coaches come to Jamaica failing. And you guys never realize that I am Nostradamus. Because they were the ones failing themselves. And maybe this is a blessing in disguise for both of these coaches, John Wall and Mr. Hamir Halgrimson. Maybe that is what's going on. So he said he was talking to him, and then he said the last time, after that, he never heard anything. And then clearly, he close up to the time, they tried to get back in touch with him. So clearly, when the coach realized that people getting suspended and every single thing, all right, they're trying to call him back, and he made Mr. Butler talk to him and tell the coach that he wants a break from the team. All right. So for the people that lacks comprehension skills, he was suspended and is suspended. So don't clash the two things them together. He was and is suspended. All right. He was and is suspended. So no, Grimmy never lied. That's why comprehension is very much important. Grimmy never lied. He broke the curfew and he was suspended. And him himself in the same video said it. That's why you should not listen to people and watch it for yourself. Him himself said it. Said him was suspended and he broke the curfew. So Grimmy never said one thing wrong. I know you said Grimmy said anything wrong after listening to Liam Bailey. You can't comprehend. You cannot comprehend. Well, no, he said it's the way they have done it. But the problem is, Liam Bailey never processed the whole situation, and he was forced to do this interview via his master. And let me explain why I said that. His master came out and said, oh, he's going to come out and talk the truth. And you guys will know the truth. All right? And he was not suspended because he was the one who removed himself. That's what his master said, you know, nothing like that. Liam Bailey confirmed that his master was lying. They were trying to work something out with him, even though he was suspended, and he's the one that turned it down. That is different. It's two different things. So the man will lack comprehension skills, listen good. It tells me that's why when it's a fool. The pillar man them, that's why when it's a fool, cause you don't listen for understand, you don't listen for only reply. That's why I wrote down every single thing. Alright, so pillar master, go back to school. Alright, yeah man. Yes. So let me move on now. So he was suspended and the coach never said anything wrong. The coaches was trying to go back. But because of Liam Bailey's ego, to say that the way how the man talked to him and just tell him that he's not going to invite him back to the camp. That's the reason why he told Mr. Butler to talk to him, because him don't know who him is and how him got to work. These are the words coming out of this man's mouth, you know. So anybody listen to that and try to disseminate what he's actually saying would have come off to say that this man is egotistic. Because just through the man came and tell you, after you and him, you think that you and him have a understanding, him come to you and say, boy, I'm not going to invite you to the next camp, you know. I'm not going to invite you to the next camp. And you know, you don't want to talk to the man anymore because him hurt your feelings. So I'm going to make him, I'm going to make my master talk to him. And deal with the situation right there. And that's how it came. And let me clear up now. What he was upset, why he was upset. And why he was upset that they dealt with him like this. First thing, the curfew, he broke the curfew. Respect to him to say that he broke the curfew. Respect to him to say that he broke the curfew. All right? Respect to that. But he already started to tell you that it should not be a big deal. It should not be a big deal because all over the world, big players broke the curfew. All right? And it was the last day in Jamaica for the last breaking of rules. He actually admitted that he broke several rules as well. He admitted that he broke several rules. All right, yes, but the last one, he had to do it because it's the last day and his family and his people and he wanted to see. So he had to take that one. You understand me? And then now he moved on. People ask you to speak on this, all right? I clearly, maybe you're in favor of one side. So obviously when you have things breaking down with sense, you maybe don't want to hear it. So you can just click off of this one and then turn up when you hear for football. Football we talk about. But the fan base, so we have to talk about it because he's a part of the team. All right? Determine says, I guess Bailey is a robot that don't have feelings. Determine, me think say you're fully baptized in the pillow gang. But when the call open, you can call in and we will talk about that. And I will tell you my mind because people tell us say they're not gonna invite you to the next camp. It's not a problem. You're nobody. You are a nobody. Jamaica is first. The Jamaica football team is first, and then everybody comes under it. You're not the biggest baller in the team, and we have other big ballers in the team. We have a set example. So I'm not going to agree with that. It doesn't matter what you have done. Because Mikel Antonio, on the first day, Mikel Antonio buy his plane ticket and bought more than his plane ticket. So from the first day Mikel Antonio comes here as a big star, he's buying other people plane ticket. But you never hear the man don't play anything when top of him on the bench in El Salvador. You never hear him ball. When him come in the next game, him play for him position. So other professionalism determine something called professionalism. It's called professionalism. Deal with things professional. Not because you do other things. You should kind of connect it to, oh, so me do that, so me forget with that. It don't make no sense. That is not a properly run business. Now, care what we're going to say, it cannot be a properly run business. Principle is principle, and education is education, and intelligence is intelligence. It's not a proper run business. And that's why most of them want only Jamaican local guys in the team. Because them can live through, Them can live through with these bag of non-professional behavior. All right? King plays. I never said the JFF is professional. Because who in the world would have come here and said that? But the coaches are professional. So you see, this is between the coaches and the actual player. But you switch to the JFF now. Which that is a different part in the actual video. We have not gone there as yet. We have not gone. We are dealing with situations what come out of his own mouth. It's the coach and him now. So we are not gonna broad brush everything and go with the actual JFF. Let me deal with things in context. Let me deal with things in context. It's the coach. Professionalism is professionalism. You brought the code of conduct. I talk about where the coach talk to you for 40 minutes. And you and the coach have good conversation. And like you're above actually getting called out. That is unprofessional. And this is where I'm going to beat the coaches then. This is where I have to beat the coaches then. Stop this body with a special with one set of fraction of people throughout the national team because they don't deserve it. They are not professional enough. They are not educated enough to put the role on themselves. So go on for the Andre Blakes them and other people. Please. I'm telling the coach. Because you're not going to get a better response. Because they are not the dudes them that you think that they are. And I've been telling people a long time they are not those dudes. Alright? Let me move on. Let me move on to the next side now. So, and I'm going to open the call. So, no, man, we have to deal with every part of the conversation. We give Mr. Bailey his credit, and we come to the parts that we have to beat Mr. Bailey. So when I don't tell me some of a move on, because me give him his credit. Yeah, man, come back next video because it's called Sense and Breakdown video. That's what it's called. And it's not gonna be any friend thing because at Jamaica where they have a support. All right, so let me move on to the next side now. The next side, he's saying that he does more for Jamaica than on-field activities. So he conceded that he doesn't play well for Jamaica. Gave his reasons. He talked about him buying plane ticket 8 times out of 10. So not all the times. 80% of the times, he said he bought his own plane ticket. He bought his own plane ticket. Romario D, we have sense. And we have balls. Two things that maybe you don't have. All right? Or maybe one of the two you don't have. Because I'm not going to disrespect you say you don't have sense. But you might not have the balls that me have. All right? Yes. So let me move on to that now. So the 80% of the time that he bought the tickets them, I think that is very bad. The JFF, if you're not paying them, give the man them the plane ticket then. Because that is very bad for him to be buying plane tickets 8 times out of 10. That is very bad. And that's why if a man has his behaviors is going to come out because maybe he's not professional enough and then he's going to believe that he can do more and get away with more because he's actually paying his own way. So if he does what he does, I could see why he believes that he can do what he wants to do. You understand me? I could see it. I don't agree with it, but I could see why he does what he does. Because if he's actually paying his own way there, why you think you can come and tell him anything? When that was your duty to pay for the things them. So JFF, if you're not paying them, which clearly you guys admitted that you're not paying them, but you said you are paying for flights. So you have to come out and clear up that to prove that either Liam Bailey is a liar and him don't pay for the flights them, or he actually pays for his flights. Because if he pays for his own flights, you can't beat him to think or comprehend that he's in full control to do what he wants to do because he's the one get himself here. He doesn't get paid, so he doesn't believe that he's working. He doesn't actually believe that he's actually working. So if he wants to do what he wants to do, he's going to do it. And I can't even beat him so bad right there on that. So you have to buy the flights every time. At least one portion of the flight. What I'm talking about, you buy because maybe they want the best class. So at least buy this the class below the first class that whoever want. And if they want to upgrade their tickets, they upgrade their tickets from there. You understand me? Yes, but don't let them buy their full tickets. You understand? We have to move off from that. Everybody should be granted a ticket out of the 60-man pool. Every man. You decide if you want to upgrade a ticket or not. You understand me? I am not going to agree with that. Liam Bailey should not be buying no ticket at all. At all. Alright? At all. You should be buying the ticket and then him upgrade it to first class if him want to. Let me know if you guys agree with that. At least buy the ticket, buy every ticket. So when him come here, him can say, oh, but me have to upgrade all of my ticket them to first class. And then people can say, boy, your brother, you're ungrateful, you know, man. You know the people don't have enough money. Them actually buy your ticket then. Every time, out of the 10 times then. At least. I think people that feel happier with that. But to say that him buy 8 tickets all time pocket, and then maybe have to go to first class, so that means he's buying the first class that what you would have bought him, and then upgrade it as well. All right, so I cannot agree with that. I have to give him the kudos for doing that. All right, and it shows that he's somewhat committed to the cause, because I can't give him the full 100% committed, because some other things that he said, I have to take away some, but I have to give him the credit right there. And I think that is fair. And the JFF have to do better. And anytime I'm talking about them, I'm going to skip past the money that they owe them via the games, the games payout, but tickets. I'm going to ask, why are these guys, the best players, them not getting tickets for the country? Because that is not good. That is not good right there. All right. So none at all. The part that what he said he does a lot for the other teammates them and stuff. I think he shouldn't really say that, you know, because clearly people could clearly see that, okay, appear rich people depend this, so you can't do much. Jason said, JD, all I will say, Messi share his room when it comes to we're gonna get to that, man. We're gonna get to that. But we have to be JFF on that side. We're not gonna pass, because this leader should share as an objective. No, JD. JFF buy academy tickets, but player. No, the man say him buy 8 of the tickets, them Revolution. Not economy class or nothing. Him say him buy the tickets, them. Unless he's not laying it out for his fans, and then we have to beat him there. But tell you what, JFF never come out and tell me, say them buy no ticket for him. So me I go take his word for now until JFF come out and say, yo, me buy him ticket them, him want them to upgrade to first class, then me can beat Liam Bailey there. But at this point, I have to give take Liam Bailey's word for it. Until we can get to the JFF and clear it up to say, oh, can this man be, you want him on the team as one of the first person, but him are the one who have to pay for him ticket. Me cannot agree with that. All right? Yes. All right. So let me move on now. So the part of when he said he does things for other teammates, as in like help out, that part I can understand. In every team you have some of the lower paid players and maybe JPL players around the team. The other man them, they are all rich, if not richer than Liam Bailey as well. So he can't do nothing for Mikel Antonio and Bobby Reed, Ethan Pinnock, and none of the other English guys, them none, because all of them are rich. So clearly it's not no monetary thing right there. All of them can take care of themselves. So I don't think he should have actually said that. You know, because the federation come out and say Mikel Antonio, people, Balaker, I can't take the call now, Balaker. Just make me clear up the conversation, man. I say I have enough time, big boss. You're gonna get your time. Just hold on, man. You're gonna get your time, brother. You can't just want butt in the conversation and me no give an objective standpoint. You know, me no want people say me bias when me actually done. You understand me? Malik says no, but Mikel Antonio never come out and say him pay for people playing fair and get back at least 5 man to England the first time him come here. And the JFF come out and say what them rate about Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio do that and never even talk. But me just say maybe Liam Bailey could have be a little bit more professional there. If him do it, you know, if him do it, me not a problem. Me not a problem. Me not a problem for him say it, you know. But me just say him could have remained professional there and not really say him give people money and them stuff like that. The young kids them in the team and stuff. You know, like a young guy them from Jamaica and stuff. You know, him never have to really say it because if you do them good things there, you not have to say it. You not have to say it. But me understand maybe more and say it to make a point to say this is how much the JFF now do for the players them. So even the man when they have enough money and can't help themselves like that, a rich man them now get nothing either. You understand me? Them not get nothing either. So me can't understand that. But as I said, that part them could have remained a little bit more professional. But me still no bash him 100% because he might try get it out for say how much thing he might do and how much thing the JFF them not do. You understand me? So me not blame Liam Bailey 100% there. You get me? Yes, and because it will rub people the wrong way, because he used the word humble right behind that statement, and nothing about that would have seemed humble, because humble people don't even talk about what they have done. You understand me? So maybe that's why it rubbed people the wrong way, but I'm not going to fully blame him. I'm not going to fully blame him. I think he could have been a little more professional, that is true, but I'm not going to fully blame him, people. Because he was trying to clear his point to say that this is what the JFF now do. And why if we do everything, then for come in and start tell me what we for do. That is what I thought he was trying to get across. That is what I think he was. So me not gonna blame. No, me can't blame him 100% because he never knew other ways to bring across the point. You understand me? Alright, so people still say them blame him for that as well. But remember, and everybody can bring across them point in the way that maybe you can, you know. You get me? Yes, he shit on his teammate, that is true. The lesser one, them not we know that none of the other big ball them the one from Liam Bailey. You understand me? So we know that it's more of the lesser ones them. So it could come off wrong. You understand me? Yes. So but I understand, but I'm not gonna fully push him off because I think he was trying to explain something that was hard for him to explain. You know, and that's what I think he got trapped in. And that's the reason why I think he's not ready for interviews. Tom says, JD, do you think that Jamaica can't do nothing for Leon? No, Jamaica can't do nothing for Leon, to be honest. I'm very sorry, Tom. He's at a level at this point. In football, Jamaica can't do nothing for him because him coming to play for the national team, it's not really benefiting him. As you get me? And most of these, just like the other big players, them, it's not really benefiting them. When you reach a certain level, Jamaica can't do nothing for you. And that is true. It's a true statement. It's not a false statement. I am not picking up for Liam Bailey, but I don't think Jamaica can do something for him. It can do something for his psyche as an individual because he's a born Jamaican. So the fact that he's playing and representing Jamaica at the World Cup, he will feel good in himself. But to do something physical for him, I don't think so. J-Ross disagree and a lot of man disagree. But we have to give him. I don't think we can financially do anything for him. Based on how he thinks, I don't think we can do something for him. So I'm listening to the person, you know. No, Cranky, you have to listen to a person, evaluate them, and see how they think. And I don't think Liam Bailey believes that Jamaica can do anything for him. Because what he thinks is something which is how much money you can give him. Jamaica can't do nothing for him right there. Popularity Wema, Jamaica can't do nothing for him right there. And Wema play and Wema take care of him family, Jamaica can't do nothing for him right there. Because him in a feel that he doesn't have to do what we do, Cranky. So you understand it was coming off based off what him I say and what him think. No, Cranky. I am talking about the man mind state. I am not talking about what I think. Cranky, me I listen to the man and I break him down. So the man not think that, and we have to agree with him because everything that we have just listed, Jamaica can't do nothing for him right there, Cranky. Be honest to yourself, Cranky. Jamaica can't do nothing for him right there. Him have a house in Jamaica, and him buy it. You understand me? So Jamaica is just the land for him to buy him house on. You understand me? So in a theme head, Jamaica can't do nothing for him. And me have to agree with him because this is what him think Jamaica could have done for him and him pass that threshold that he can help himself on those barriers. So, Cranky, me can't say nothing. You know? JD, yes, Jamaica can do a lot for Leon. Well, what he thinks and appreciate, I don't think Jamaica can do much of that for him. That's what he thinks, and he said it, literally said it. Maybe one day we can have a good discussion and yes, no problem. All right, but I have to remember this video was about Liam Bailey, you know. You get me? So I have to give the statement. JD, if Jamaica qualify for World Cup, that would do a lot. No, that wouldn't do nothing for Liam Bailey. You get me? Him can stay at Aston Villa and still have him hype what him have without playing for Jamaica in a World Cup. Because we're not going to win the World Cup either. All right, so unless we go win the World Cup, that's the only thing Jamaica can truly do for him. And based on his lifetime, he doesn't believe Jamaica can win the World Cup. So he doesn't believe Jamaica can. Yeah, we can't beat him, people. That's how the man think. All right? Yes. So what Jamaica can do for Pinnock? Nothing. And that's what I'm saying. So that's why when these guys come here, we should talk on equal rights because Jamaica can't do nothing for them just the same as how they can't do nothing for Liam Bailey. But the difference with those guys, they said the reason why they're coming here, their father's death wish was for them to represent Jamaica. And they want to honor their father so bad. So they have different things that means more to them. You understand me? So that's why Jamaica can do something for Ethan Pinnock and Mikel Antonio. Because they have different things that they have on their pedestal. Liam Bailey doesn't have those things. You understand me? You see where the conversation come from now? Because Mikel Antonio told her that his father's wish was for him to play for Jamaica. So that is different from Liam Bailey's wish and his wish list of things to mean that Jamaica can do something for him. So one can be right and the next one can be right as well. So Ethan Pinnock, them have equal money as Liam Bailey, okay. But them have a different wish. Them father wants to see them play. Them grandmother wants to see them play. You understand me? And them would have want to play as well. Well, that is not Liam Bailey's wish, so we can't beat a man. We have to be honest to ourselves, people. All these guys come and play due to the love of the country, nothing else. All right, so JD, you're giving Leon too much credit. No, I'm just working out the situation to tell you that maybe we not looking at it the way Liam Bailey have different ways how he looks at things. That's very clear. You get me? Prize it. Well, tell you what, Warren, you have to look at the mind state of the individual, how much education he grasped over a certain point. You get me? Because people improve as time goes. You get me? Cranky says, Bailey giving your reasoning, then a country cannot do anything for an established player. Yes. Unless they have different things like Messi, them what Messi wanted to do to make sure he's great for Aston Villa. You hear me? For Argentina. Great for Argentina. Mikel Antonio want to play for his family them and his father's last wish. Pinnock the same. Andre Gray the same. So they have different wishes, but they can't physically do nothing like monetary for them. And we have to understand that football reach a certain level, that you can't just do things for these ballers anymore. Most of these ballers don't even take the money that the countries give them anymore because it's so little to what they have earned. You understand me? Yes. So man brain the inner in foot bottom with that statement. Well, we break it down and people can understand. You understand me? Yes. Messi competition is Maradona. Okay, you see, so everybody getting what I'm saying now. So it's just the man born a cassava piece. The man never have nothing and him struggling in life. So the main thing was okay. Oh, look here. What the man said? No, me I bring it back to the man brain, how the man think. What the man did say when Jay Taylor, big up to Jay Taylor for asking this question. What was Leon Bailey's reply? So that tells you about how the man think. And the same thing the man say, you're saying not change people. He doesn't change. What was the man reply? Let me see if Una follow this man brain. What was his reply? From a family good and me good, me good. And that was the man reply. So the man thing is not about, oh, me want to be the greatest for Jamaica. The man thing was never about that. The man thing was always about monetary things. You see, Cranky, sometimes the man them tell you in front of the face, and you never even remember. The man tell you directly, the man say my business about people. From the man actually, alright, and him family, alright, that is what he might do this thing for. He no want to be like Messi and them man there. I try play for Eclipse Maradona. Messi I tried to do that from the first day him coming to football. So him still stuck and money enough him problem. Well, Liam Bailey money off of them and them thing because he never have money and him never think him gonna have money and them stuff there and him want him family, alright. Me can't beat him for think that way. Because Messi basketballer, say a money why them coming to basketball. You understand me? Him never care about him country and money him want. So me heard the man come out and say that. So me not gonna beat Liam Bailey for even to have that stance. Because he was just a poor person in a Jamaica. So now him can take care of him family, him feel good about that. So maybe that's his stance. Alright? So me not pick up for Liam Bailey. Me just explain to you, every player has a different way. So Mikel Antonio is more committed to Jamaica than Liam Bailey as it relates to football. Because Mikel Antonio try play for Jamaica, for him actual father, for prove, and he might love to play for Jamaica. Well, Liam Bailey have that type of behavior there. Him not have that type of behavior there. And him still show say him somewhat have some loyal because him pay for him own flight to come here. So I can't even say him fully loyal towards the country. But it shows that if anything goes wrong, he will just leave this thing and he doesn't have any regrets. That's what I'm getting from the individual. And I think that will come full circle and prove to you. Alright? So what say you guys? What say you guys? Because I have to reason from both sides. LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant all goes to Olympic. It's necessary to be great. But LeBron James, people, that's what I'm saying. Messi is LeBron James of football. You understand me? He's LeBron James of football. It's a little bit different. So his ambition is not to get money. Him know him going to get money because him great. Liam Bailey never know him great. Liam Bailey get a chance in a life to play football. It is different. People, hold on. Me not take the call now. Me clear a point and then move on. Yet me so him never knew him gonna be great like none of them man here. You get me? Them man didn't know them gonna be great from day one. That is the big difference. So the money was not about, oh, me gonna make $20,000 or $50,000. Me know so me gonna make millions of dollars. So my time is me gonna start run down Maradona. You get me? But JD, you really think Leon don't want to be a superstar? Yes, he wants to be a superstar in world level football. That's what I think. Alright, let me take the calls them guys because my battery is running down and I have spoken on it. I know we have several other points. Guys, remember, I am talking from what I got from the psyche of the player. And I thought that I did a good job. Alright, so I'm going to call back everybody. Go ahead, Rico Dan. You have 5 minutes to read and I want to give everybody a chance to speak, All right, they might beat me. Big up for all the man. Hold on. Big up for all the man that put the super chat. But what we want, we are gonna read the super chat at the end. But what I would want all of you guys to like the video. We have 77 likes and we have almost 400 people in the morning. So that's amazing for a morning stream. Normally we have 200, 250 in the morning. All right. Yeah, okay, so people said them understand what me I say, but it don't make sense. That is a perfect way to put it. Because I was just telling you what I think he's thinking. Yes. So people get the likes up to 200 because that is not hard. What you need to do is find the triple dot at the bottom of the screen and the like will come up. Go ahead now, Rico. Go ahead, Rico.
Hey, JD, you all go, brother.
Me just try to reason out things, rational. Even though some of the statements they might not turn out right now, you know, yes, but it's the individual we are discussing.
Listen, at the end of the day, my tell and here is my problem, my biggest problem with the me and so the pitches are problems, it's a problem, that's a problem. Alright? Fine, we know that. However, you have them right just come and play on the same pitch then. Right? It's supposed to be even more unfamiliar with the pitches. Because in a grow of Jamaica, and I'm not used to the pitch then, yet he's performing at a level where we never see Leon perform. Leon, you know, the team from 2019, 2019, you know, without him, we'll go back-to-back World Cup finals, right? Leon played, what is it? 2 Gold Cups so far? Is it 2? I'm going to reach the final with him, right? Now, my thing is this. He's supposed to make the team better as a star player, as that man. Also a part of the leadership group. Isn't it? You get me? So my thing with Leon, you know, I like what he said. I accept. The JFS sometimes make a run to them back and people can't beat them, you can do the right thing consistent. Right? However, as a big baller, you have to can look with yourself and accept same break the curfew. However, it not accept responsibility for your time performances which haven't been good enough. You get me, I say, brother? And that is why you can have half of the crowd that say, well, not play tonight, so we might win. Which means that even some people can really say you being in the team really gives us the impetus so we should do well. No. JD, my major issue with the team, I said we get 5 minutes, so we're still reaching 5 minutes, we have 2 minutes. My issue is where I draw the line in the JD. United States, Mexico, those are the national teams. I don't think they have a disciplinary panel where they decide whether they have a fine or suspend the player. You get me? I say it usually starts and ends with the head coach and probably him and his coaching staff, right? And when the coach attack, if you read between the lines, it feels like the coach has said, well, other people pressure him basically to suspend him. And based on what Leon said in the interview, it was almost like a directive came down to the coach. So this is what you should do. And the coach went ahead and did it. We have a problem with that, brother. Because you also give Leon more ammunition. You say, yo, me and the coach have a great relationship. I did something wrong, but we know but it's like the coach never there to do it, and then other people interfere and say he should do it. JD, we have a major problem with that because now Leon can say because we have a problem with my father, why certain people are pushing it. That's not a good look, JD. Regardless of what I do, if the coach doesn't want me to push it, we have a problem with that, JD.
Okay, fair enough.
That's all I'm going to say, my brother, my God.
All right. Respect. All right, so people, massive respect for the super chat calling quest, and we missed the next super chat, but I'm gonna go through it. Let me get the next calls because I saw a few people calling in. So 50-50, let me give 50-50 and then I call Cranky right after. Because 50-50 calling a little bit earlier. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna try and get the thing loud. 50-50, go ahead. Good day. How are you doing? What do you want to add to the show?
You know, pertaining to the situation surrounding Bailey, right? this reminded me of previous interviews that the Marcus Rashfords of the world and Ronaldo, right? And it's almost like shifting blame to take away from their poor performances, right? And they always throw in different variables as ways to excuse the performances on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? And what I dislike about what Leon Bailey did in the interview, first of all, is the timing of the interview, right? But he shifted the narrative surrounding the suspension. And I saw how he shifted it from when Mr. Butler came out and said that he's not going to come. Even if he got called up, he was going to decline it because of personal reasons. So Mr. Butler said to the president already, right? Then Leon Bailey comes and said that after the Canada game, I had it in mind that I was going to take a break from the national team. And I'm saying to myself, for the leader that people make out Leon Bailey to be, right? Have a semi-final coming up against the United States, and you were thinking to not come and play in that game against the United States in the semi-final of the nation.
But Carla, in the same video, he said the leaders, like the main leaders, would have been Nana, Blake, he put himself in it, but he never put himself as one of the main leaders.
However, Butler and the Pillar gang make him out to be the face of the Reggae Boyz team, right? Players.
Okay.
So in that regard, he's a leader in that sense. And he speaks like that because he claims him a star baller for the country or whatever the case is. And he alluded to the fact that he can step out a line and make man know, say, oh, maybe bigger than where you be. You get me? I say, now, with him saying that he would have never accepted the
Balaker, man can call it back right after Balaker. Just waiting, brother. Just waiting. Sorry, I just tried the man in the top. Go ahead. 50-50. I'm gonna call Balaker right after.
Not accepting the call up, right, JD? It's almost as if you do something wrong, JD, but you lay out something, say, regardless of the fact, I was not going to come anyway. So even though Hargreaves suspended him, he might just make people know that. Boy, even if they get the call up, would have still declined the call up because they don't plan to take a break already. Which in my eyes is wrong. You've done something wrong. And it's almost like, in terms of him taking accountability, it is not even fully because he make a claim, say, breaking curfew is almost nothing. It was the last day in the country, and who wants to stay at a hotel? That's not how things work. And this is the same Leon Bailey and JD. Mind you, how I'm talking about Jamaica can do on the film and JD. Isn't this the same Leon Bailey and Craig Butler and Kyle Butler who used to beg Jamaica for them who used to beg JFF to play for Jamaica back in the days?
Yes.
Weren't they the same ones who held the national team hostage so that Kyle Butler could get into the team?
Yes.
So why were they so adamant to play for Jamaica? Why am I never going to play for England?
Because at that time, Jamaica could have done something for them. But no, to the level where Leon Bailey is, they don't believe that's the case. It's the opposite now.
The only thing I can say we can do for him, right, JD, is giving him brand Jamaica. But that comes with performances. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not performing and not accomplishing anything for the national team, then you won't have that brand Jamaica attached around you. I mean, yes, he's Jamaican, people know that. But, like how Usain Bolt, go Olympics, etc., and perform to that level, etc., those respective athletes, they get the brand Jamaica branding with the name, which Leon Bailey doesn't have at this moment in time. He has the Leon Bailey name, and his nationality is Jamaican. But if he was performing to that level and bringing us to Gold Cup finals and winning it, then I believe his level would have even been higher. His stratosphere in terms of name, accomplishments would have been way higher than what it is now. You know what I'm saying? But I just think the interviews is at a wrong time. And JD, many people share the sentiments that he does not perform for the national team and he will not be a big miss. Why is Leon the only one who is the common denominator in all this?
But 50-50. Remember, him himself saying the perform either. Him say it in the video. So unlike him never said it. So that can go to rest now.
Let me beat Leon Bailey before I cut. You know why? I disagree with that. And Leon Bailey is a little disrespectful youth. Now the same man go on Ryan LFC program after the Canada game and say, Ryan, did you know ever since I've represented Jamaica, we've only lost 3 games since I've been on the field? What is he alluding to? That he's performed in majority of those games, JD?
I don't think so. I think.
How other person in a perform? Explain that to me when since him start represent the team only those 3 games since him on the pitch. When Mr. Demar and Adam Mando changed the game more than what Leon Bailey ever do for the national team. Leon Bailey has had more bad games than good games for the national team. So what is he talking about? All of a sudden he must take responsibility for performing bad. But after the Canada game, he said the team has only lost 3 games since he's been on the pitch.
Okay, but what you have to understand, just like how if Mr. Algrimson is speaking and you're gonna say English is not his first language, so some words not come out well enough. I don't think we look at Leon Bailey to give us everything that we are looking for when we are expecting him to reason out something. Because every time he does speak in interviews, he seems to make a lot of errors and make people look at him wrong and then he comes back and said that's not what he meant. You understand me? Because it's the last time when Jay Taylor asked him in the interview, his handler come out and said that him it mean. But what him it say? So sometimes he might go say some things because he's not good at interviews. So he might go say some things where just come off wrong and controversial or conflicting to what he had said before. You know, because he doesn't do them often, and clearly, based off what I am seeing, I don't think he's good at it. Straight up. 50-50. So sometimes he's gonna say some things that maybe he means different, but because he wears his art on his sleeve and obviously he's not good at interviews them, so he's gonna just say some things and it's just gonna come out wrong. I'm very sorry. So yeah.
You know the worst part before I leave, the worst thing the man could have seen at the interview when the interviewer asked him, so pertaining to Mr. Craig Butler, what do you think he can add? Yeah man, give him control at the JFF. He must be in the JFF.
Yeah, I thought that was
In love refer to Mr. Speed as conflict of interest. Then if Mr. Butler going in a conflict of interest that too. Because I might just put all Phoenix players in there.
Yes, I think that was the problem. I never saw him as Mr. Butler control him completely, you know. But this video gives me the belief that Mr. Butler controls his head completely. At first, I thought that he was kind of pushed back on Mr. Butler, but after when he said that, I'm saying, bruh, I'm very sorry. You're kind of wrong right there, you know? Yeah, so I don't think this actually helps his case. You know, this interview doesn't help his case with the national team, with the fan base, because a lot of his fans them texted me and said, boy, I'm done with that brother. I'm stop believing him when he always beat him. I'm stop it now. Me understand, you know?
Bless up, JD.
Yeah, man, take care. Let me call back Balakar and hear Balakar because he make sure to tell me say him be calling first, which is true. But Balakar, sometimes you can stop bad me up in a man. Oh my God, my goodness. Let me call Balakar back and then we call Cranky. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, Balakar, not to call you back first, sir. Go ahead, Balakar.
Yeah, no problem.
Go ahead, Bossy.
What more of this still? Leon Bailey wrong and JFF wrong. Leon Bailey wrong to come out come make them talk upon an interview where that could have resolved from at the back with everybody, both the players and everybody. I have Bobby read everybody. JFF wrong now, they make the baller buy ticket from him come for Jamaica. The baller can say the reason why he not perform for Jamaica when he come play for Jamaica because when he come play for Jamaica, he can't concentrate on playing football. He must concentrate on helping other person. That's what I say.
Okay.
Next thing, tell you from the other day say such man they run a cult, you know. So you see, if Leon Bailey don't want to come up and say the things here to we all the youth them grew up around this man, it's like them have to do it because they don't want him look bad or him allegedly have something over the youth them. So this one is running a cult. So even if the youth can get out tight, he can't get out tight because he's done in it already. Because everything with Leon Bailey concept, the thing near Craig Butler said it already, you know. So the player was not this and the player was not that. Let me tell you this, JD. From the Canada game, when he said he go tell the player, say, he go take a break. You know, a party man don't keep. We know what you interview.
Yes, but we are breaking down interview. We never.
When you think him they go come play the Canada game and him the promoting party, him not missing party. A party you the promote and from Canada game the man knows that him don't keep him birthday party and guess what? me disappointed in a Liam Bailey because Liam Bailey was when media say, boy, the youth them at Jamaica look up to Liam Bailey, so him should never do this. You understand? And a lot of people they say them are great come and do good, which is true. But JD, we have to look at it both ways. When I did Liam Bailey alone, Jamal Lord them a ball line, but when it was Liam Bailey alone, when we just say is a mainstay in the Premier League. When he play for Jamaica and him one did it, a lot of other players attract to him. So when time them are great come now, a lot of the players them if them attract to Liam Bailey, them are great free up over this also can do and feel like and a lot of goals will come. So if you over them are great side, Liam Bailey can make a pass and a man score. You understand what I say, JD? So them are great compliment Liam Bailey if he takes some of my pressure off him and both of them compliment one another to take pressure. You understand?
Okay.
Because if you have two good wingers and the wing, the defender them confused. So a lot of people don't even say that's why evil Liam since Gray come Liam Bailey game kinda up a little bit. We're not gonna say 100%. It kind of better, it kind of free him up more. You understand? So, but we have to beat Liam Bailey for the interview, yeah. Sorry, me was, but you have to get it beaten. I bet you didn't do no interview at all.
All right.
You see me?
Yeah, man.
So I just that me have to say, and the owner of Phoenix, you have to do better and managing your players. If your players wrong, you have to tell them so they're wrong. You can't come on national TV and they do this interview every time. I don't think they're wrong. They ball and they never wrong for you yet.
Yeah, because but Banneker, you just say him influence them. So what they're doing is actually what he wants them to do. So he can't perceive it in any other way. You get me? So you can't say him influence him, and then you are saying that the baller him can't wrong for him. Now his own ideas they're portraying for him, so them can't wrong for him for real.
True, man.
Yes, so me understand.
And you them have to know what them do. Because this thing can hardly and Bailey same way we don't play for the national team. Might they say this and say that JD, he man love play for Jamaica. But as when me say the things them were probably the cult master broke it at them. He just can't come out of them evil if they want to try.
All right.
Look into these things, you know. You understand how we don't want whisper make the same mistake away Liam Bailey they make. We don't need this.
You forgot that they said he might leave to England and he have to go and party before and not play for the national team. You remember that? That happened already. You just never read between the lines. You forgot to that happen? So when you talk about Liam being now missing party, the same thing we used to do a couple months ago, you forgot? No, me not forgot nothing you. Me just make you talk. But me never gonna remind you until you finish talk, so me realize you forgot. But it happened already.
No, me not forget about whisper. Me beat whisper for that too.
Yeah, but you forgot to it happened. So you say you don't want him go down the same road. He already did. So that's what me I try to explain to you. But me just never say to you. Me never say to you and me know you don't remember. But it happened already.
But see all the same thing that I don't hear it go. And these youth continue going into the academy and things now go well for them and 5 years from this report they say, what if he could have been a good baller? What if? Look how much you do much of them career at that academy and can't even play football again. So JD, me go make somebody.
All right. Yeah, man. All right.
We have to be careful of this cult thing what's going on over that side.
I think it should have been called in question a long time, but we will talk about it in the next stream, alright?
call out a long time.
Yeah, but it's going to be a topic. It's going to be a topic. It's going to be a topic one day. When I have time, it's going to be a topic on the stream. Believe me. All right? Yes. And
yeah, man.
All right.
And that man can't talk. Nothing make me believe. I will not true, me not believe. Lie.
All right. So we link up, boss. Respect.
All right.
Yeah. Guys, please do hit the like button, share, and subscribe. We have not hit 200 as yet. Let me just call my Cranky, because Cranky was calling 20 minutes ago. But as you know, the line kind of full, so I'm trying to get everybody I say. So bless up, Father Cranky. Oh man, sorry for not calling about the 700 people call. You know, a topic, you know.
JD, you're hot today, JD, you're hot.
I'm hot every day still, but my liquid hotter today.
No. JD, there's hot and there's burning fire, JD. That's it?
Yeah.
So, if I sound like I'm on the breath, it's because I'm on the elliptical machine. And one of the reasons why this is very important, so I'm on name drop now. I took a picture with Dale yesterday.
Dale?
I'm leaning on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm leaning on the fence, and certain parts of my body were protruding. And I didn't have time to Photoshop, like I didn't publish the picture because it's really sad. But anyway, really sad. But anyway, back to the discussion at hand. I think it's a little bit sad that we're here. We're in the Nation League semi-final. The team is looking for support from its constituents, its stakeholders, and we're focused on something or someone who is not part of this stuff at this current point in time. That is very sad. That person that took all the attention away from the team. And I think we sometimes, it's salacious, it should be discussed, but there's degrees of discussion about how you focus on this. I understand the views go up exponentially. It reminds me of Cat Williams' interview, you know, where Cat Williams blasts everybody and well-known people, and Shannon Shaw made more money than he made in his entire life in NFL football in any one season. Big deal.
Yeah.
And I watched I didn't watch the stream, I see a stream this morning where the person had about 80-some thousand views. And I look at this thing, look at that. And so, it's another topic. Having said all that, JD, in life, we all benefit from our deeds, even when you're just giving money charitably. So if JD's poor and I give JD money, my heart feels good. I feel I'm giving back. Even though I'm losing an asset, I'm benefiting. I am feeling good about this. I know I've done my duty. I am benefiting. So this concept that money is the only benefit we derive from things we do is a fallacy. It's not reality, right? So any person who plays for the national team, think about Holland for Norway. What can Norway do for Holland? They barely make the European Championship. They don't make the World Cup. Is Norway promoting Holland? Or is it that Holland realized that he's a citizen in a country, people look up to him, they idolize him, he gets adulation, that's a benefit. I feel good about it. But that's if he performs a lot of time. So even they may be proud that he's from Norway and he plays for one of the best teams in the world, they also will say, but he's not coming here and performing. That's a problem. So he may get adulation, but he may also get criticized, right? Now, if you bifurcate the interview, I look at different aspects of it. Some things are credible in terms of how the JFF operate. It's a little bit disingenuous that the JFF doesn't buy a ticket. It's different to say, you're giving me multiple stops to get to a location. It affects me physically to be switching planes, to not have non-stop flight. It affects me physically because it's coached up in economy when I need to relax and stretch my body out so I can be in the best shape when I get to my destination to play. Those things are correct, but don't say that JFF don't buy your ticket. That doesn't make no sense to nobody. You may want to change your flight because you say they buy too late. There's a difference between not buying me ticket and not buying me ticket, which would appear to be reasonable and allow me to be the best of me when I arrive to play, right? 30 JD, you say the field poor at Jamaica. That's one reason we not play good. We all agree the field poor, field is atrocious. You score a 1 in 6 JD. By the way, they might score 1 in 2. While you play for the national team, you score 1 in 6. At the last Gold Cup, just give you some tidbits, an example. Demari Gray was on the team of the tournament. You were the same Gold Cup.
The team of every tournament.
Whenever you ever made a team at a tournament, ever. Damian Lowe has done it. Demari Gray, when have you done it? Blake has done it. In fact, Blake, over the last 10 years, JD, who has been Jamaica's best player over the last 5 years?
Andre Blake makes the most team of the seasons for every one of the tournaments. Them. So yes, and then
he doesn't play at the highest level.
No.
Does he?
No.
Right?
And Demari Gray makes every team of the season since he came. Every competition.
Right. So I had a long conversation with a player yesterday, JD, because I talked to a number of players. And I said to the player, it's surprising to me that Andre Blake, he doesn't play in the MLS, in the Premier League. And he says, yes, in terms of goalkeeping, traditional criteria you used to evaluate, there is no doubt. Man is amazing. And I said, you should also go to YouTube, that they have a YouTube video with all these supposedly amazing saves. And I talked to some friends of mine in England about this, off the chart, JD. But what he also says is, it does become difficult, which you have to be a footballer today, right? And even though he can use his feet, has gotten better, you have to be a footballer to be a goalkeeper. So that may also be part of the reason why that has not materialized, right? But they do appreciate his contribution. And I made that to say this, which is, if you play 30 games for the national team, you have scored 5 goals in 30 games, you have not went over the people about your performances, I'm not sure you even have the right to have the attitude that you do about certain things. You just don't. And I said this on management. And by the way, people, so JD, you advertise for your program.
No problem.
This evening, somewhere between 2 and 3 and 6 Jamaica time, we're trying to have a get-together just outside the stadium with AQ and the people. They have a podcast to talk about football. Coach Minzy.
But Big Boss, if you want me to promote it, me have my Discord where I can just share it once you're on.
Yeah, man,
I will share it.
Enough things. We'll try to do something a little more different and unique. And we want to say this is gonna work. I want to do it simultaneously on my music program. Sorry you couldn't be there, JD. But here's JD.
But make a promote. Cranky, for you tell me have a high respect for it. I am going to promote it and make everybody go there. And no problem, Big Boss.
JD, it's commitment. So if this person said Jamaica Girlz team, what is Jamaica doing for Antonio, JD?
That's what we brought in, and that's why the conversation comes what your class as, what you want people to do for you. You understand me? And what can people...
Everybody benefits from international football, JD. No matter how good you are, you benefit from international football in some way, shape, or form. And we can list those at some point in time. I know I'm taking a lot of time in the program, so let me just finish up by saying this. Which is, it's very important for us in life to not just say we are humble, but to truly be humble. No, actually, you know what? Go look up the definition of humble, how you operate when you're humble, how you engage and communicate when you're humble, and it may conflict with what you're deeming to be humble. Secondly, you know who's committed, JD? People like AQ, who in their every game, JD. It's expensive to go game sometimes in JD. Pricey. I hate flying, JD, I'm here. So if I'm not in Jamaica, I think I'm going to be committed to be here, hotel room, rent a car, tickets. I could be in my living room sitting there watching Paramount and watch the game. Right? I'm cold after the game for a better view sometimes. So we should care about our commitments and who's committed and not committed. People like AQ and Impossible and go around with the every game. That's straight up for the Women's World Cup, got Canada. He might go chat with her, he might come here today, watch the game tomorrow, go a chance, come back again Sunday. That's a commitment. So, and how am I get paid? How Jamaica benefit? How am I get paid, JD?
Yeah. A true thing, man. But remember, Cranky, I said I was not answering for myself, I was just talking about the IQ, the mentality of the people, the player. Because remember, him said it more than one time, Because him said it before, so once him family good. Him not really care about what nobody else think. You understand me? So him always said these things. So him only lean towards money rather than when him mother or father want to see him play for Jamaica. Him never come off like that type of person to me.
JD, Ben White has conflict with England. Him saying now pay JD. I don't know if people try to figure out what the reason was. Right? Then cuss him, then berate him, come out and cuss the coach yet. But them come out and cuss the coach. I said the coach mistreatment the World Cup, that's why him go home early. right? I'm just, you know what, I'm not come back because, first of all, I don't really like football, and two, I don't want to deal with certain things mentally, right? There's a way to conduct yourself, JD.
Facts.
I'm not going to this, go in the media and put domain and disrespect people, disrespect your country, disrespect your teammates, disrespect your coach, and you expect to be in the team. And JD, the worst thing, you're not produce. So if you have a big star, JD, and score all the goal, man, but not help you. That's a different thing. You're not produce. You were playing in the Gold Cup. How much goal you score against a big team? What have you ever changed again, like Damien Lowe changed game against Canada? What have you done? What's your performance that we can point and say, you know what? You played 30 games. Name me two, in fact, name me one exceptional performance in any game, on any surface, in any location. People, JD, YouTubers, if you may breathe hard because...
Yeah, man, you tell we say I work out, yeah, and like the fact that you keep your standard up. You know, brain drain, I say me having high respect for you is too much because everyone has respect for you, but not high respect. So I've used the wrong word there. So I have respect like everybody else for you. All right, brain drain, so you're satisfied now.
Brady is an antagonizer. His job is to be in the background, in his basement, just critiquing. And he will never go on a program to take the risk that it takes to be in a public domain that you do, JD. So I understand your brain drain. And we all have to play a role in the brain drain. You play your role excellently as being an instigator and antagonizer. You're brilliant at it, JD. Brain drain, you have no equal, you have no match. And by the way, you go C-bar, something a surprise. But anyway, I have to drop that in there. But no, but JD, but at the end of the day, I hope Bailey does well at Villa continuously. Hope he plays brilliantly. If he never plays for the national team, he'd be out of sight, out of mind for me, not for a lot of people. Because JD, when you have a collective and a group, and the group is cohesive, it doesn't matter if somebody leaves the group. They just tie back the chain them. Because the group may not be as strong enough, but they'll be connected, they'll be linked, the totality of the group will go ahead. Even the team gets 7 this evening, when I watch them train, when I watch them playing, there's unparalleled, I was in the hotel with them, what's I did yesterday? Unparalleled engagement, communication, camaraderie, them together, I tell you.
All right.
One of them born in England, them born in France, them born in Germany, it don't matter. So at the end of the day, JD, my hope that we somehow pivot the conversation at some point to what actually matters, which is the game. When you violate rules numerous times, people, I don't know, one-time thing.
Yeah, but he said that out of his own mouth. He never gave a number, but it shows that he doesn't even care about the rules either, too, based off his statement.
When I made one reason player don't play well for stunted, JD, maybe because he doesn't have the same respect as he does at Villa, whether it's for Emery or the Villa club. Because last year, as you know, JD, him get beaten at Villa and Mercer beaten. But sell him.
Yeah, true.
Where did he come out and destroy Villa in a public domain? Where was the victory from him about Villa and how they might disrespect him and in quality of Germany and when bring to the table? Where was that pushback? So in performance of Villa, last year was his performance of Jamaica since 2019, frankly. Where is that pushback on Villa fans? When was that last year, JD?
Yeah, true.
We can beat up people who we think say we're better than.
That is facts.
So we can push back the country. But when we go to the big man, or within the big man, with me because I'm mouse, JD. It's not right. So how the player does well, and by the way, my last point is this. The player needs good counsel, JD.
That is what I can agree with you on. That is what I can agree with you on. I think he needs good counseling, and I want to say that before he comes and speak again in any public forum, he needs to take his time down and really try improve himself. You know, I'm not gonna go into details, but try improve yourself in that department that you're good at what you're doing. You know, because I don't think he's emotional. That is true. I heard people saying that. But it's not because you're emotional, you should just be in front of a screen. I think you should be able to handle yourself well. And I don't think he handled himself well. I know his fan base will say other things, but everybody that has sense and know about this business and know about speaking knew that he never handled it himself well. You know? And he could have done better.
Yeah, you know what? JD, in my last point, in any situation, but in the public environment, corporate environment, non-profit environment, government environment, what you say in the public domain matters. And what you say have repercussions, have implications to it. And if one dissect that interview, if I was a coach, I tell you, you have a major problem with it.
And that's something never go dear cranky. That's something never go dear so cranky. Alright, so take your time, cranky. Let me take the call here. Come on, finish off the street. Come about you dead, yeah? Alright, big boss.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. So people, please do it like button. What I was trying to say, people, it's not about me 18 Bailey or the caller 18 Bailey. I think people, other persons are Jamaicans that they want to see him do well, but also want him to do well for the national team. So people, this is a program that I do think the people that comes on and give their take are very much intelligent. So they're not gonna sound like typical boogie yaga. They're going to try and assess situations. So they might seem like some of them come across because you can't understand. Some of them might seem like they are 18, but just if you can't understand what they're saying, please do more research. All right? Yeah, please do more research because I don't think any caller come in here and act like them at 8. Caller, we have 2 more minutes because everybody have we drop the call at 3 minutes battery life me have. And more everybody get to say, go ahead, caller, big up yourself. Hope all is well with you and the family. Hold on. Yeah, man. Go ahead. What you have to say now? Which standpoint you take on this now?
What I have to say, you see, the need to be right in this case is greater. It is not greater enough, but that is the route. Both parties are taking. The need to be right.
They need to be right. Okay.
The need for change. And the need for change. And the need for change should be greater than the need to be right. You understand?
Okay.
You cannot want to be right, even though you know you're wrong. So the need to feel right. That is the thing.
Okay.
So again, next thing is, you see this Leon Bailey thing? This Leon Bailey thing is deep around the thing. And we're always attacking the face of it, the facade of it, which is deeper. You see, I think Leon Bailey, you see, is suffering from PTSD as it relates to the interaction him have with the JFF from him small.
PTSD.
So it's
No, caller. Me love the direction you go with it. So continue. Don't listen to him. Yeah, go ahead.
It's always affecting him mentally, so he must compete with him demons. Then you understand when him show up in them presence. This is one question.
Before I go to the question, the PTSD. You think that based off you looking overview, you're the one overviewing, right? And the PTSD is directed towards JFF. So what do you have to say about Butler involvement in this PTSD thing? Can you think that he lies to the player to enhance that PTSD situation? You don't think so?
Listen, when you say him lie to the player, what you mean him lie to the
player? When I say he lies to the player, like he embellishes stuffs to make it seem worse stuff, so it's a continuation in the guy's head. So sometimes, for instance, JFF stop him from going foreign. And when they come up with the facts, it might not go that way there because you have a youth trafficking program when they have nothing to do with the JFF, and that proves maybe another JFF fault. So the guy have more hatred for the JFF when something them do wrong, but not everything, but him pinpoint everything on the JFF. So it can the continuation can be in the player's head. So it can be a forceful PTSD because maybe not everything what the JFF did wrong, what went wrong in the guy's life was actually directed from the JFF. But because an ex-man might benefit off that, they try to put everything on the JFF when we prove that not everything was on the JFF, but everything goes in Leon Bailey's head to say that yes, it's a JFF stopping you, and then when the truth come, him can't even look at it different because of a puppet in master in your head.
Okay, listen to me. Glad you made the point, you see? However, what you have to take into consideration, you see, everybody process things different, deal with things different. In all those cases, you see, was there at any given time, did the JFF, you see, made any attempt to derail the progress of the player or even Craig Butler himself? Any at all? Did they at all indicate or make any attempt to derail the progression of what he wanted to do? I would say yes.
You would say yes.
But I would say yes. I would say yes. See?
All right.
So the mere fact that it happened at all, he can process it how he wants to play. Not saying it is right, JD.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But remember, everybody deal with things differently. You
Facts.
understand?
Facts.
So if Craig Butler want to exploit the situation, that he did it. We can say he did it. You know what I mean? From what is going on now, he probably did it. You understand? JFF also exploit situations too, where in fact is JFF and Craig Butler had a bitter relationship. You understand? The facts is there. Stats is there to prove that Leon should have represented the country at a youth level. He should have, because the stats is there. It's proven. You understand? It's not fabricated, because you know about it and everybody else know about it.
Yes,
so
yes.
Why wasn't he?
And we agree. Carla, you know me, I the man where I got call out things. Some never tell us I agree with that part of the statement. We started everything what you said in the first I agreed with you. Is other controversial points that we are arguing, So we did agree with you. On that topic.
Controversial as which? PTSD?
No, not the PTSD. Not you, Carla. Liam Bailey's statements. Them. We first 4 points. We gave him pass marks out of 2, and then 2 was undecided, so he was winning. It's when he started to make the excuses as to why it doesn't play well for Jamaica. It clearly spells as excuse and those stuff. And then now he goes down in different parts of the coach and them stuff there. And what he did by breaking the rules and how he sounded and stuff, those are all wrong for him, and the people never have it. So the people give him credit where he deserves it, but also take back them credit too as well.
All right, I'm wrong to that. I'll clear. Remember, I called last week and I said, listen, I do not have a problem with a suspension. What I have a problem with is the timing. And then again, nobody wants. Not many people had problem with the timing now. But guess what? This time around, we have people addressing the timing on the part of Leon Bailey interview. Leon Bailey does not control when that interview come out. We don't know when they do. You understand?
No, man. No, stop part about when it do. Me know when it do, because them say no. We know when it do. Leon Bailey say when the interview do, and him call Jeffrey and say come do the interview, because Mr. Butler did say wait until Leon Bailey come to Jamaica, him a go do the interview and I go hear Wagwan. And no. Let me, Carla, we not have to debate that. And then in the interview, the man say after what the coach said in the press conference, so we know when the interview do. So that's one thing we clear about the start of this video. So I know you don't know when him do it just a couple of days ago. All right? Yes.
All right, good. I'm glad I said that just a couple of days ago. And it also has the same thing about timing. We know that it happens in close proximity, you see, but in decide when the interview drop. That me I tell you, in decide when it drop, JD.
Okay, yeah.
It was done close.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but when Jeffrey do the interview, he put our picture and say we done the interview. You know what? Many of us say 2 days though. The interview done the night before and come out in the morning at Jamaica. Because the man put out the picture and tell you when him put out the picture first and then tell you say it go come out soon.
Yes, JD, but me I say it can be even done this same morning. He could have done. But me just say the timing of the interview, Leon Bailey does not indicate when the interview released. And that me I say no. We just talk about timing. The timing of the timing on the part of Leon Bailey is wrong.
And Carla, me want agree with you, say me never have no control over it, But in the same interview, him say, wanted to get it off him chest and him want it out. I'm calling him and do it. So him wanted it to come out as well as fast as possible. So me not even agree with you. Say him want it to come out because him say it.
JD, you see how you adjust prior statement when we ask you, the contributing factor. That is what you're blaming. That is what you're addressing, the contributing factor. Just like when me ask you, say, yo, is there at any time the JF contributed to derailing the progression?
And what did I said? And me never sure about it, you know. But me say it's me never sure. Cause remember the only thing him can say, them stop him from was when a Cuba thing when him go overseas, and then Mr. Butler get investigated for child trafficking. And it was not by the JFF, so I can't blame them for that. For picking for the national team, I can blame them for not picking him when he was actually on fire. So I can blame them for not progressing the play faster, because getting picked for a national team would have been a faster route. So I agree with you right there. But the part where I talk about time for release, I'm not true. Because him stating at the same video, that's why I know that people talk never actually watch the video. Because man say him call him for put out the video because him want to talk mine.
Yes, we understand that, but I should say, look here. He wanted to do the interview. We all know because last year that when Bailey comes to Jamaica, he's going to speak at the matter. He said that. You understand?
Yes.
He's just waiting for Bailey to get here so he can speak at the matter. But what I'm saying is, he does not have any. He not decide when interview release. Jeffrey is a podcaster. He wanted to drop hot.
Yeah, but Carla, but that's the part me have to argue with. The man say he wanted release too. He want the information to get out there.
Okay.
So and about yes, so me argue Liam being the past, me do want it to go out there as well. That's what the man do it. That's why I'm calling him, you know. Him could have wait until Jeffrey have time, you know. But him call him for getting out there. So Carla, you can't argue on one them. Me I tell you, nah. Me agree with the rest, but nah agree.
That probably run over me.
Go back to watch it. Go back to watch it, bossy. Go back to watch it. When they done.
Little points, you see, these little points, you know, is just to make conversation. But me don't give the real concern.
And you're saying PTSD. The PTSD part. That's.
However, one more to ask again. One more last thing. See, as we know we go to me. The main question I want to ask is, as it relates to the players for Jamaica, not just Leon Bailey, but for the players of Jamaica, I want to know if the executive board, like the members of the JFFs, have they ever taken time out to even have conversation? We not talk about everything good, we talk about sit down, one-on-one conversation with the players there. As board members and players after the day.
I know, Carla, you just brought me to what I want to do for my next video, aside from football. And we're going to have this conversation, but my battery is going, and I want to give somebody else a chance to even say two things. I give you 11 minutes, you know, because you touch a good point. Yeah, yes, and me a virgin, so I always want, you say what you say, you know? Yeah, so... so me don't know who it is. Me don't say me a virgin. You want to treat me always a war. Me ain't a virgin. Is that what you say?
Yes, I know. So, yeah. So, give somebody a chance.
All right. So people, hold on. Me have around 6 call recall. Me can't take the call now. Me just call back the people with a call. Just me have 3 minutes. A battery life, and I want everybody get a word in. Demo, big up yourself. We have 2 minutes battery life.
No man, JD, big up yourself, big up the chat. I just need 10 seconds. You know when me get PTSD from, brother? Me get PTSD from watching Leon Bailey play for Jamaica. That give me PTSD. See? Get PTSD from listening to that call a while ago. Them something they give me PTSD, brother. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand this world. I don't understand Jamaican people. I just going to move on to what my solution is, because everybody don't talk about what issues are. I am hoping that we will never... You spend time to qualify for the World Cup, brother? I hope they're going to come back. Like, honestly. Me want to see if it go still be unprofessional, if him go still want him own room and all them something there when no qualify. Nobody come back, you know. You still know when you go play for me again, don't come back when no qualify for the World Cup, brother. Time for give Jamal Lowe a positive run in the team. Time for give Cephas and them Monday a positive run in the team, brother. Because for me, as much as me see it, brother, we play with 10 man when Leon Bailey play for Jamaica, brother. 10 man we play with. Zin, so give Cephas, Jamal Lowe, who probably have a better goals per game ratio when he play for Jamaica anyway. I make the Monday continue and make the program move forward, brother. Don't come back when time reach the World Cup. Zin, the man is young to no go when he put on a Jamaica jersey. And that is it. Go play for Aston Villa, live your life, and make your money, brother, and make your family good, and eat good, and do things for yourself. But nobody come back to Jamaica, brother. And that is it.
All right, Demo. My goodness. Demo so angry right there. All right, so let me call back a tree. Me never send out me so make the caller him talking in 2 seconds, you know. Let's try to get every caller in, you know. As much to the battery dead. People may not get the van as yet. Me too get the van. Alright, the caller here now answer. So him time up, you know, him time up. People no more calling or calling because I can't manage. I'm in a 3 minutes me have and me now go call back a whole heap of people. Alright? And guys, the reason why we did this video so separate, because we never wanted to talk about it in our football. That's why. Go ahead, Stefan. How are you doing?
Jerry, what's up, my boss? But there, man. Never been. Before Demo. By the way, you hear me?
Yeah, man. We are here, man. We are here. We are here. We are here.
Yeah, man. The call before Demo. Him say, it look like that thing that did roll over. That part did roll over my head. It look like a whole heap of things roll over my head, my boss. But I'm going to tell you, if you listen to the interview or the program that his handler was on, he clearly stated that if the coach comes out and says that Leon Bailey is suspended, you will hear from Leon Bailey. So it was always hinged on the fact that if the coach come out and say Leon Bailey is suspended for whatever reason, then you're going to hear the reason from their standpoint. That's what he said.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. And you had said that before anything occurred. You called this program and you said that before anything occurred. So the fact that you stay on the same thing, respect for that, you know?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. If the coach comes out and says, then you will hear from Leon Bailey. And the caller also alluded to the fact that the past traumatic experiences with the player and GFF from way back when. Now I'm saying, JD, since calling up the player as a professional at the senior level, right? This player has probably been a main staple in the team. He's never been from the team. He has probably started all the games, right? Since calling him up as a professional at the senior level. You mean what I'm saying? You still are focused on things that happened from 1901, Virgin. And these are remember, you know, these are one of the leaders of the team, you know. You understand me? And we must also remember that this is one of the players who, under a certain coach, his handler came out and said we should build the team around this player. And this is the player we should have built the team around him, boss.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
No, another thing, you know, he's quote unquote one of the leaders and the face of the team. See, what I want to know is that since he has come out and aired his grosses and made his position be clear in terms of what is his issues with the GFF, right, and the federation and how things are being handled. I want to see, because remember, a leader is somebody who people follow, you know. I want to see the other leaders in the team, right, especially those who are overseas based and people when play whenever born in Jamaica. I want to see if those persons are going to come out and say and do the same thing with us, because I can tell you from reports from some of the journalists out here, right? They have reported on their platforms in terms of radios. They said, multiple journalists as well, you know, they said that the decision to suspend the player, right? Most of the players in the team were in agreement. So people keep on alluding to other influences from the coach.
judging, it seemed like the players them were in agreement as well.
Okay, good point, good point. So that means if the JFF agree, the player them agree as well too. So it's all right, all right, all right. So it's a team decision as what the coach says.
It seemed to be a team decision based on what journalists would have reported on the radio, boss.
Yeah.
That they got inside information that other players, majority of the players, right, had no issues with the player getting suspended.
Wow, good point, good point, good point, big boss, good point. Damn. All right. Yeah, man, yeah, man.
And last thing, JD, last thing. Now, we have spoken at nauseum, right, on various platforms about the DFF and their ineptitude, you understand me? The perceived corruption and however you want to put it, boss. We probably can find one or two good things to say about this administration since being in power and since watching football, boss. But I can't say for the life for me, JD. This is what I just can't understand. Players don't take no form of responsibility in this. You know, not what take place. Everything will take place. It's always, it'll lead to the JFF. Players don't have no form of responsibility, JD.
Yeah.
That's the question what you want to find out, you know. And say, I'm glad that all of this sentiment is coming from someone who was out here, my boss.
Yeah.
Somebody who was born out there and grew up and was raised out here until he left to go overseas. Right? So this misconception that we have that people who are born out here are more attached and have some form of they have more sentiments to the country in regards to representing the country. I think we need to reevaluate that and probably throw that out the window, my boss. Because we cost money shot them and talk about how they must have prima donna thing in the pan. How did the pan?
All right, all right. No, real point, real talk, and people need to call it out. So next time when we hear that Hutchinson not committed to Jamaica, Kadamatir not coming to the Jamaica, we have to ask if Liam Bailey truly committed to Jamaica as well too. If I saw we want to use the committed game, you know. So you have a good point, Carla.
Ask the same question, my boss. If other players are committed, ask the same question if Liam Bailey is committed. That's what you want to find out. Anyways, my boss.
All right. So, so that, guys, me can't take no more call because the phone dead. So we're going to finish it right here. Thanks everyone for passing through. Please do hit the like button. I've made this video specifically for Liam Bailey, so I don't have to concentrate on it because I don't spend my platform to only concentrate on one player if he's not playing football. So this is not a gossip type channel. You understand me? This is a football. I'm a football analyst, but we are still educated enough to put things together and make you have a good conversation, and that's what we try to do here. We stayed objective, put out all the points. I not have my next car. I'm gonna get it soon because I'm gonna get everything paid for, insurance and all of the things I'm gonna get started now. So when we finish the Netherlands tour, the Netherlands trip, then I'm going to get it the other week. So whenever I do get the car, I can charge it with all the new technologies and everything. But for this one, it has USB, but the USB don't charge it much. All right?